the hardest thing I ever been through was losing my mom. Yes, I lost my mom, man, under 2 years ago.
Wow.
And that's been something really, really hard to cope with, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Yo. Okay. Layzie Bone.
In the building.
God damn, bro.
What it do?
I'm excited for this one. I feel like, this is big for Utah and big for the rap culture in Utah.
Absolutely.
For you to even let us be a part of your energy means the world to me.
It's cool, man. Well, I'm honored to be here. I'm getting a lot of love in Utah. I'm glad to be here, man, and thinking about becoming a resident around here sometime soon.
Okay.
So, you're gonna see a lot more of me, Utah. we just breaking the ice, man.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah.
Man, so, I feel like everybody knows your history, knows what you've been through and stuff, but I want to get to the personal side of Layzie Bone.
Absolutely.
I want to get deep into like what you've been through and how everything is now. Because, all the fame and everything, that's cool. But I feel like people need to see that side that really matters.
Right.
That's the personal side.
Right.
So what you been up to? What you been doing?
Oh, man, well, besides raising my children and having a family, I've been constantly touring with Bone Thugs and Harmony, celebrating this 30th year anniversary with my brothers.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? 30 years, June 24th or June 23rd, 1994 was the day Thuggish Ruggish Bone dropped.
Yes,
so
sir.
we happy about that, man. We done climbed many hurdles, jumped many hurdles, been up and down the mountain hill, rode the roller coaster of life.
Yeah.
Not all glitz and glamour, but, as a real person, man, humble as I am, you know what I mean? It's a lot of great, great things that happen, but, there's no testimony without the test.
Facts, bro. So I want to ask you something. What's been the hardest thing you've ever been through, and how'd you get through it?
I mean, the hardest thing I've ever been through was losing my mom. Yes, I lost my mom, man, a little under 2 years ago.
Wow.
And that's been something really, really hard to cope with, you know what I mean? So,
My condolences, bro.
And not really getting into this so quick into the podcast, but just really recognizing the mental challenges that these losses bring.
Yeah.
It's the loss of human life that's been the hardest for me. We lost Eazy-E 15 months after we met him. Right on the cusp of us blowing all the way up.
Yeah.
He never got to see the success that we embarked upon. So, it's been a loss. I lost a son, at a as an infant, but that was devastating to me. Multiple friends and things like that. It's just really coping with the fact that we're not here forever. It's been one of the hardest things to deal with.
Yeah, you were telling me outside that you're starting something for the youth and to help out with the mental side, right?
Right. So, I started this foundation. I called it Brilliant Life Foundation. And this foundation is really just to bring awareness to mental health issues, So it's a mental health awareness campaign that I'm on to help people understand that we all going through something, man. We all suffering from some type of PTSD.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we all been shell-shocked by things. It's a stressful world. It's a beautiful world, don't get me wrong, but you can't have the yin without the yang.
Gotta be a balance.
So, so I'm trying to find that balance. So Brilliant Life Foundation is what I brought out here to Utah, being that this is probably one of the top 5 suicidal states in the United States of America.
Is that so?
Is that so, man?
Oh my God.
It's very prevalent here.
I didn't know that about Utah.
Yeah, man. It's like what, 19% of when you speak in worldwide, it's 19% of adults go through some type of mental illness, can relate to that. It's even worse in teenagers. 43% of teenagers are suffering from some type of mental issues, you know what I mean?
Do you think it's more prevalent in the men? Because a lot of the times the culture has told us, keep it in. Don't show it.
Well, I think absolutely it's been more prevalent in the men, but there's so many women in the work field now that it's kind of balancing itself out of men and women.
Yeah.
But more so men, I would say, because we was taught to be tough. We was taught to don't cry, not to be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? So we hold all these things inside. We got all these bags that's unpacked, and and having to support families, and trying to balance a family life with a demanding career, and the high prices, the rise in prices out here, and
crazy, bro.
Inflation is real, and just trying to cope with everyday life, man, and stay relevant to our loved ones.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, the older I get, the more I get to know that that's all that matters.
Right.
It's who's close to you.
Right.
Who do you love? Because like you said, I look up to people like you who've been through the loss of somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I've never experienced that yet.
Right.
And I'm very blessed for that. Yeah. But I know it's coming.
Right.
When I hear people like you, it's like you've been through that.
Right.
You know how that feels.
It's like, I think we should prepare one another as a being.
Yes. That
this thing called death is inevitable. You know what I mean? Like it's not promised. Tomorrow is not the promise. So I'm learning to live for today. I always have, but with a more of a cautious conscience and state of mind, being aware of the time that I allot to people. Making sure that I give my children the things that I didn't receive as a youngster, just to give them more of a head start and more of an understanding of what life is really about, and, having a purpose and living within that purpose.
That's a big one.
Yeah, just trying to be all you can be with the gifts that God give you,
I love you say that, because I have a big belief that, we're all time travelers. Mm-hmm. We're all looking at our younger self every single day.
Right.
That 20-year-old running around like a crazy motherfucker,
Right.
But what do you think the older version of us is doing? Looking at us running around, doing certain things, and how we act is how much we respect that version.
Right. Well, that's a dope analogy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The older person, the older us, is probably looking at us like, man, why won't they listen?
Yeah.
That's
the same thing you're doing to your
right. So when you young, you know everything.
Yeah.
And then the older you get, you become wise, but you realize you don't know what you thought you knew.
Yeah.
You don't know. You really don't know too much of nothing.
Yeah.
And then but life is experience, and the older you get, the more you understand that, and I try to treat time as a commodity, like something that's tangible, like something that you don't want to throw away. You don't want to waste that, because you can't. That's the one thing you can't get back.
Have you heard that thing that says, would you accept $10 million if I give it to you right now? The only thing would be that you wouldn't wake up tomorrow.
You know what? Keep your $10 million, because you can have all the money in the world. Yeah. Trust you me, money does not make you happy. Happy is a choice. You choose to be happy. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I feel like when we was in the ghetto and my mom was on welfare and the first of the month rolled around, you know what I'm saying? And we was able to have a barbecue and eat good for that first 2 weeks until the next month, and you had to struggle for the next 2 weeks, I felt like some of those were my greatest memories in life when we didn't have anything.
Well, that's why, again, the $10 million, that's how much every day you wake up costs. but you don't get it. We don't understand that our life costs so much money.
Right.
It's worth so much, but we don't treat it that way.
Right.
You know, and it's funny because I've never experienced the type of success that you've had.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's been legendary, right? But I'm an ex-professional soccer player.
Okay.
And growing up, I worked so hard just because I was like, if I just become a professional soccer player,
right,
all of my pain,
everything is solved.
Everything will go away, right?
Right.
But I still remember, bro, the day when I signed, I was alone. I had to go back home because, you only get paid the next day, the next month.
Right.
So you go back, I drive the bus, and I'm like, I was in another country. My family was in another country. It was morning because over there it was afternoon in Europe, So I'm like, I'm alone.
Right.
And then I have to deal with the fact that success does not bring you happiness.
It doesn't, man. And it's so ironic, you know what I'm saying? Because I can definitely relate because, I went all my life. I've been a rapper. I've been putting words together. I've been trying to be this person. Is it only if I make it, if I can get in front of somebody, they'll see the greatness and and everything will be solved. But that's not the case. Little did I know, I found out, that's when the troubles began. You know what I mean? That's when the hardships really began because you step into an arena that you've never been in and you have to relearn everything.
Everything, bro.
So yeah, man, I definitely can relate to that. I was, Layzie Bone came out. I was in Cleveland, Ohio, riding the #1 St. Clair bus. We call it the RTA, the public transportation.
Wow.
And somebody in a Regal on Dayton. Some young dude was balling in the hood, but he was playing our music.
Oh my!
And we was on the bus, so we telling everybody on the bus, that's our music. Like, get the hell out of here, that ain't y'all. You know what I mean? So it was like so much more had to be proven.
Yeah.
So you struggle. See, what people don't realize about us, we have been doing this all our lives.
Fact.
So we was together. Flesh is my brother. Wish is my cousin. Crazy Bone best friend since 7th grade. And Busy Bone the youngest.
Yeah.
I met him through a relationship. My mother and his father was great friends.
Oh, wow.
So, we had to go through 10 years of talent shows. Wow. I remember we did a gong show. We got gong. They say, get that Chinese shit out of here. Nobody understood us back then. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it was a struggle before. Then you reach that what you think is the pinnacle, and then you find out that it's another hill on the other side of that mountain.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always tell that analogy to people that it's like you work so hard to get to the top of the mountain and you're like, oh, I did it. You open your eyes and you're like, whoa, what's that?
Right. You
what
gotta
is
go
that
climb
mountain?
that one too.
Because that mountain looks more shiny.
Right.
That mountain looks like, damn, it looks really green.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you don't really get the time to just take in the fact that you're in top of a mountain.
Right.
Because you want to get that one, you know, because there's a lot of cool stuff going on over there.
Right.
So, but it's funny you say as a kid, you think you know everything. But what I've learned is that you do in a way because that's all you know.
Right.
When I was 18, that's all I knew.
Right.
And now I'm 30 and I'm like, damn, was I wrong?
Yeah. Man, my mom used to tell me all the time, just stay a kid.
Ooh, yes.
Like, you don't want these problems. And then I rushed. I wanted to be grown so bad. And next thing you know, here comes some bills that don't never, ever stop.
It's fucked up,
You know what I mean? Like, what would I do to go back and let mom take care of all that business? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like we want that responsibility so much faster than we're supposed to get it.
Right.
So would you say that Bone Thugs and Harmony is the best hip-hop group of all time?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
I would definitely say we are the best. I think we are the most trend-setting. I think we are the most influential when it comes to style, when it comes to blending melodies with fast staccato rapping.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So I think what we contributed to hip hop music can never be duplicated, because what else can you do?
Facts.
You know, everything now, and I love a lot of things that's going on right now. Like, I love our contribution. So to see somebody enhance and take it to the next level it's an honor.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, but yeah, definitely, man, I think we the best there is, best there was, and best there ever will be. Because you got to find 5 guys that's going to be on the same page.
Facts.
The way we were, you know?
Well, it was just, I feel
Or
like...
are.
Oh,
Still are.
facts. And I feel like you guys brought something so different that nobody was doing what you guys were doing.
Right.
It was so... man, it was like a good NFT.
Right.
But nobody knew what it was going to become because it was so different.
Right.
Right? What was as a group, in Bone Thugs and Harmony, what was the coolest moment you ever lived as a group?
Oh, man, we done had so many cool moments as a group. You know, a lot of them came before the accolades. You know what I mean? Like, just dominating the Cleveland rap scene as teenagers. You know what I mean? Every talent show, winning Shaw Talent Show, winning Glenville Festival. You know what I mean? Just being a part of the community at a young age, and, you know, experiencing being broke together.
That's a big one.
You know what I'm saying? And having to share everything. Those were the days when it wasn't a compromise of money and things like that. So, you know, and we done had highs on the amateur circuit. You know, we won a Grammy together.
That's crazy.
Crossroads won a Grammy, so that was at the time an all-time high.
100%.
You know, going overseas and seeing the world together. You know what I mean? So it's so many things that me and my brothers witnessed everything together. We could say we raised one another. We was each other's brothers and uncles and fathers and advisors and mentors because we didn't have that. So we had to have that within our own structure.
Was it hard to trust people in the industry?
It was definitely hard. You know, we signed to Eazy-E, and when we signed to Eazy-E, the word on the street was he was robbing folks.
Oh, that's true. That's
Remember
true.
Ice Cube, and they all went through their thing and all that. Come to find out that that wasn't totally true, but it was hard to trust anybody because our circle was so tight. Like, the analogy I always use is you have a hand.
Yeah.
You know, Bone Thugs and Harmony came together like this, and you couldn't pry it apart. You know what I'm saying? So the impact of the fist was much greater than the slap that we gave the game. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, we really almost got off track. But, yeah, we really we went through a lot as a group, man, and we overcame a lot.
Yeah.
And I did get off track, but we,
let's
keep coming. Let's keep going. It's getting good for me.
I love how, you know, we talk about how your best moments with them was when you guys were broke.
Right.
When you didn't have enough. Because I've noticed that the best times in life are when there's challenge.
Right.
When you're challenged. When you get comfortable, that shit gets boring.
Yeah, when you get comfortable, man, life becomes... It's like a delusion. It slows down.
Yeah.
But when you challenged, you know, if somebody tell you can't become that soccer player, right? You like, I'm gonna show you.
Exactly.
So that's the fun in it. So now you using your vigor. You going at it with all full strength and things like that. So I welcome the challenges.
Yeah.
You know, once upon a time, I kind of feared those challenges, thinking that it may stop. But getting older and wiser is like, okay, bring them on. What else you think I can't accomplish, you know?
Do you think it was kind of like, I've noticed that the more success I gain, the more insecure I become.
Yeah.
The more I have to make up for my confidence, right? The more confident I got to become.
Right.
I'm constantly fighting that insecurity,
Right.
the bigger I become.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be like you said, a yin and yang. Like there has to be if I can't be too confident and I can't be too insecure.
Right.
I got to be in the middle and I got to keep growing just the exact same way, you know?
Yeah, so for the key for me is to just basically stay humble.
Yeah.
To get too big-headed, and also not to let nobody underappreciate my values either.
Ooh, that's big.
You know what I'm saying? So you marry those two and you become consistent at what you do as opposed to I think I'm the man or I'm beneath them because I'm above them because I do this or feeling depressed or I just don't have what it takes, you know, and not having enough of that vigor to get your point across, you know. So yeah, man, it has to become a balance, and I think that's what we looking for throughout our whole life.
Facts.
Is to seek a certain type of balance that brings a peace within, and everybody is different. So everybody's peace of mind is different. You know, and so you have to be able to appreciate your own, understand your worth, and fight for that.
This episode is brought to you by Analog Dreams. For any of you artists who think they got it, but let's be honest, you guys sound like hot doo-doo trash. It's a fact. They got the best engineer in the city, the producer Joe, all facts, no caps, facts. Stop sounding like you still live at your mom's house because that's just getting old. Nobody fucks with your sound. Get your shit right. Hit up my boy. Call right here. You see this? Call right now and get your shit right. Now back to the show. Yeah. So nowadays, what are you doing to keep your mental side sharp?
Well, you know, it's a few things, basic things to keep your mind sharp. You know, things like getting proper sleep.
Bro,
make sure you get some rest, man, so you can wake up and go get at the world the right way. Physical activities. You know what I mean? Keeping your muscles strong, reading, keeping your brain revived. You know what I'm saying? Man, having your self-worth, putting yourself first.
That's a big one, too.
You know what I'm saying? Understanding that you can't help anybody unless you can help yourself first. So these are some of the things, basic things that I practice to keep my mentality in a healthy position.
I fuck with that, bro. So with the state of hip hop nowadays, you know, a lot of shit going on.
Right.
How do you feel about everything going on?
I mean, I love hip hop so much. Firstly, you have to understand that I grew up hip hop.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like, I started off writing down Run DMC rhymes and LL Cool J rhymes and figuring out they rhyme patterns. So I'm a product of this.
Yeah.
You know, they used to call me a crazy kid and play. And, you know, every fad you can believe that's happened in hip hop since 1982, 81. I've been through it.
Oof.
Me and my group been through it. You know, the high top fade, the shag, the African medallions, the jewelry, the grills, the bling, the khaki suits, the Kwame. Y'all probably don't even know who Kwame is. The polka dot shirts. I was cute at one time. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say that, you know, hip hop, man, is by me going through every single fad of this thing. I love musically the way it's grown, commercially the way it's grown, you know. And I thought we was getting into a good place. Lately, it's a lot of beef going on again.
A lot, bro. What do you think with the whole Drake and Kendrick going on?
I mean, I totally don't like it.
Why is that?
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a fan of both of theirs. I love Drake, man. I really, really admire Drake. I think his wordplay is immaculate. Whether he had friends that throwing bars or whatever the case may be, the music he put out is dope. I love Kendrick Lamar. Really love Kendrick Lamar. I would rather see them come together as a force as opposed to tearing down. I know a lot of people say, yeah, it was built on beef and all that. Yeah, cool, fine, and dandy. But I saw what that did to NWA.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
You've been through that.
And I'm cut from that cloth. I was fortunate enough to be a kid on the block, living that life, that story that they was telling, having that be my favorite group, and then the time they spent beefing and wasting. I also got to see Eazy-E wanting to put his group back together, but he couldn't because they wasted so many times, and he ended up passing away. So I saw what it did to Biggie and Pac. You know what I mean? It's divisive.
Oh, very.
You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's counterproductive to where we can really be. It's cool. I could battle rap. I can write a rap about you, what I think was funny, and make people laugh or humiliate you and try to make you seem in a light that you don't want to see yourself in. But I just don't feel like, maybe I'm older. It's just not it's not a place that I want to be in, because if you really gonna beef, I think you should probably try boxing or MMA or something like that. Like really get it in and go have a beer about it.
Facts, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't like where it's at, man. And I really haven't got into it. So who won and who did that? I'd rather just stay out of it and remain fans, because I'm in a group that this industry tried to divide. Tried to pit us once against each other once upon a time. And that's been a career-long fight not to let my brothers break up. And things like that is counterproductive to the hip-hop culture, because you don't see country people you don't see them going at each other's head like that. You don't see it in rock and roll and no other genre. You know what I mean? So what's the point, man?
Well, I feel like, bro, it's sad because, there's nothing that people love more than success than to see somebody fall.
Right.
They want to see, somebody bleed. And it's so sad because, like, I personally feel like this whole beef is becoming messy. It was an opportunity to bring hip-hop back in a good image.
Right.
But I feel like they fumbled the ball, low-key.
Yeah, it's a big fumble.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I'm from Cleveland, man, and it was a game once upon a time where Kevin Mack, and he fumbled on the 1-yard line, and that's what I think hip-hop just did. Like, you was about to win you was finna go to the bowl, man.
Facts.
You was finna play in the game of your life, and you wasted time on something that's derogatory and negative. I don't like it, man.
Yeah, because like it could have been a very special occasion where they showed their skills, and it's like, whoa, hip hop is finally alive. Let's go. This is fun. But someone always takes it personal. They got to take it too far,
right?
And that's what kills everything. All the development, all the growth kills it, bro.
So I think during the pandemic, like, Versus was a platform that was positive.
Yup.
Gucci Mane and Jeezy, they brought them together. We had our issues with 3 6 Mafia, you know what I mean? But it brought us together because we shared that platform. It wasn't like me against you, to where it's just it's a friendly competition, but when it's done without a proper structure and platform like Versus was for us, then now you got people who's really not involved in the business side of things, taking it to a whole nother level. And I'm not sure, but I think right now as we speak, something going on to where somebody just got hit on something, and like I said, I haven't been following it.
Well, Drake's house just got shot at.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
It's already turning into a mess.
So you antagonizing, you worth millions and millions and millions of dollars, but you antagonizing people with nothing.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? You feeding them something that's not gonna heal them. That's not gonna give you no type of peace. So I don't believe in spreading that message. I believe in, okay, if you got a problem with him and you got to handle it like men.
Yes.
Y'all get in there, talk it out, duke it out, whatever y'all got to do, but don't let that fight spill over into the street where innocent people can be harmed, man.
So, yeah, because that's the hardest thing that I feel like, it's like when you're in a schoolyard fight.
Right.
It's like everybody else is laughing, is having a good time while you're getting punched.
Right.
It's like, why antagonize it? Why push that narrative? Instigate. Yeah, they just want to see instigators. They just want to see somebody fall, bro. They want to see somebody bleed, somebody hurt, and that's what's wrong with the earth. That's what's wrong with the world. That is everybody just wants to see negativity nowadays.
Right.
And I know with you walk with positivity. You want to see that light. And it's sad that that's what's triggering us now.
Right.
Instead of that positivity.
Right. Well, you can go on the internet, man, and I would hope not, but because things be so positive, that get the less likes and views.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? But if you put up a backyard brawl, you got 1 million, and then you got up to start hitting real hard right quick. They'll be like, viral. You know what I mean? And then some people stage it to just get the views.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I mean, it's 1 million ways to show the adversity. You know what I mean? Instead of feeding it into a negative light all the time. Like, okay, let's talk about the negative. Yeah. Okay, people gonna fall out. It's humankind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, people gonna have their differences, but at the same time, how do you resolve those things? And that's the age I'm at. You know what I mean? And I still protect myself to the fullest. I ain't playing no games with nobody. Got too many kids. I got grandchildren.
Facts.
So my thing is, what's the legacy? What are you leaving? Did you build something? What was your contribution?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's where that's where I am. And if that ain't what you about, then that's not the circle I'ma be
in. Because you attract the energy that you're looking for.
Yeah, it's the law of attraction, man.
Yeah. So what do you think should happen then? Should they just, just talk about it and fucking stop this shit, or?
I mean, if it's going to the point where people might start getting hurt again. We lost two of the greatest.
Bro, that's
got cut short in the prime of
crazy, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's time to get on that Versus platform. Y'all go get in the ring. Whether it be a rap battle ring, y'all get at it, settle it once and for all, winner takes all, and humble yourself if you lose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or maybe it might be a draw. Yeah. You never know, you know what I mean? But it's time. I think now what need to happen is they need to come together, understand the detriment of, what the actions are, and show the world something different, man. And that's UNITY.
Hey. Well, it's just, I feel like taking the opportunity to be like, what can we do to the world? What can we leave behind? Because right now, if this was to stop now, it's a bunch of mess. It's a bunch of negativity.
Right.
And I wish, like you said, I feel like Drake and Kendrick just fumbled the ball. So you've been through a lot, Layzie. You've been through a lot. I
had my own share of beefs. Yeah.
Well, do you think this is the greatest beef of all time?
Heck no.
What beef do you think was the craziest?
Schoolyard, puppy dog, soft lyrics type of beef for me.
Facts.
You know what I mean? The greatest beef of all time was beef it led to murder to our greatest. But the greatest diss songs of all time had me confused about my favorite group. Because No Vaseline was the scathingest, most raw, uncut, at your throat, line for line, bar for bar, whole song, tear your head off.
That was crazy.
Record. You know what I mean? Now if you beefing like that and it don't come to no violence, that's how you do a beef song. But those days are gone, man. They're gone, man.
And I feel like hip hop it's too big now, bro.
Yeah.
And like, again, especially with Kendrick, bro. I feel like Kendrick, he was, I say was because he was that, image of positivity,
Yeah.
image of growth.
Like a messiah.
Yes, image of bettering yourself, right?
Right.
That's what he was. So in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I get the competition. I get it.
Right.
But to go so deep into
Right.
wanting even to say that you want to see a man die,
Right.
that's just messy.
Yeah, what happened to it's gonna be all right?
Exactly.
You know what I
what happened to
mean?
that, bro?
Flip-flopping, you know what I'm saying? So
Changed up.
yeah, man, it's like I just hope we could all, you know, get it
Yeah.
together. Maybe we need another We Are the World, or
Yo,
you know, some type
maybe
of
the Bone
positive.
Thugs.
Stop
Hey.
the violence.
Yeah,
You
bro.
know, we all in the same gang. It might be that time already before, because these youngsters ain't playing. The guidance wasn't there. If you go to the hood, 11, 12, 13, 14, they blaming each other. You know what I mean? It's so prevalent. Like I don't want the youngsters to be feeding into that, because they got guns and they're very accessible, man, and they ain't thinking twice about what the possibilities are.
They're
know what I'm
excited
saying?
for no reason.
Yeah, you want that short term fame, as opposed to thinking about the long term consequences of
They
things.
want that dopamine.
That dopamine real fast. How can I get it quick?
Yeah, and they don't think about the consequences.
Yeah, the consequences are major.
Yeah.
And then you'll find out. So a mama lost her son. Another mama lost her son to the system.
Yeah.
He's gone for life now. He got to live in hell forever. But they ain't thinking about that.
No.
And then glorifying jail time.
That's crazy.
That's another thing, you know. It's not fun, youngsters. When you go, they tell you what to do. They tell you where to use the bathroom, when to eat, how to move around. They tell you everything. You can't do nothing. You can't just get up and go to your refrigerator and make you a sandwich.
You were in a meeting of the industry when the jails were involved with the rap music.
Yeah, Layzie Bone told that story.
Yeah. Do you think this might be connected to this as well? Because this is big. This is in front of the whole world.
Well, I think all the commotion is egged on to, first of all, I think hip-hop has got so big, produced billionaires, young black billionaires,
Crazy.
millionaires, and as sad as it may be, some people don't want that, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's a plot behind it. You know what I mean? Like this is America, and we do come from a racist country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's very well possible that you know, the ploy of let's pit them against each other again. They're getting too much money, because you got to think what's meant to be lost. What can you gain from the beef? I'm the best rapper, but what do you lose? Corporate sponsors,
Yeah.
maybe a life. You know, time away from your family. Everything that you lose is so much more insurmountable than, you know, what's to stand to gain from it. So who knows, you know?
Yeah.
The Illuminati just might be real. I don't know.
So if you could go back in time, Layzie, and talk to your younger self and give him advice, what would you tell him?
Man, if I could talk to young Stephen Verdell House, that's my real name.
Oh, yeah.
Lil Layzie Bone, Steve Beat. If I could say a couple things to him, first of all, I would tell him something like Nipsey said, it's a marathon, it's not a race. You know what I mean? Pace yourself. I would say, understand that this show business is two parts. You have the show, which you have to make sure is immaculate, and you have the business that you have to make sure that carries the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would also tell myself, you know, just to undoubtedly believe in yourself. Have no question about what God put in you and what he put in your heart. You know, I would guide myself into a state of euphoria to where my belief is so big, and I'm so confident and convinced in the gifts that God gave me that I will waste no time. I say waste no time with the distractions. You know, life is short.
I love that, bro. Thank you.
Yeah.
Again, bro, I appreciate you so much for being a part of this show. You know, this was an amazing conversation.
Yeah.
We'll have future conversations. You know?
We could do it again anytime, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
And I got a gift for you.
Okay.
So this is Stay Verity. This is the new drop, Stay the Night.
Okay.
And you know, it's watch, I'll show it to you. This is our clothing brand. Mm-hmm. Look at this.
I like them colors.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I got some Jordans for that, baby.
So this one as well, you know, in the back.
What size is that?
It's large.
Large.
Yeah.
I'm a medium. I'm a little
get you a
guy.
medium too. We can get. You're gonna come back though, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna be around.
But I take the large for now.
Hell yeah!
I tell you, I really got some. I really got some shoes in the cut waiting for this.
Okay, yeah. No, I can get you a medium too if you're gonna be around here. You know.
Yep, I will be. I'll tell you, I'm really thinking about residing here for a while I'm on my initiative. Let me make a couple of plugs quick.
Please,
so
please do.
Brilliant Life Foundation, man. I'm looking to spread awareness for mental health awareness. This is May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Worldwide, October 10th is Mental Health Awareness Day. You know what I mean? I've been in the dark for a long time. I haven't always been this positive and saw things in this light. So I want to continue to progress myself.
Yeah.
Everybody is a work in progress. You don't have to rush. You don't have to compete against yourself. I wanted to give that message out there. And also, I got a new record out.
Woo.
It's called Hypnotic Rhythms. You can go to Spotify. You can go to anywhere digital music is available. You can go to layziegear.com if you want a physical copy of it.
Oh yeah.
I got a single out called Pillar. That's out on the radio, right? I mean, not on the radio, but on the internet right now.
It's fire.
Also, new single that's coming is called A Place.
Let's go.
Which is all about mental health awareness. And yeah, man, follow me on Instagram. You know, The Real Layzie Bone, blue check.
Let's
go. You know, there's a lot of frauds and imposters and imitators out there, but you would know mine when you see it. Facebook, the official Layzie Bone. You also can find me on the official Bone Thugs and Harmony page at all times on Facebook. And yeah, man, I want to say thank y'all for supporting Bone Thugs and Harmony for 30 years in the business. This is our 30th anniversary. Keep on checking us out. Keep that support coming. And also, too, from 2 to 90, they rock with Bones. So our music has broken generational bounds. And we keep on striving to do that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And I really appreciate this gift.
We'll get you more, bro. We'll get you more shit. You know, I feel like, you know, it's going to look good on you, bro. I'm excited. So like I said, I'm gonna get you a medium for sure. We're gonna get you more of those, but a medium.
Okay.
Now that I know, cause I didn't know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Good guess. You gave me a little bit more muscles than I, but you know.
Hey, you know how it goes, bro.
It's the sweatshirt might make me look a little bulkier than I am.
Nah, bro. Yeah, thank you so much, bro.
Yeah,
thank you. That means the world to me. Like I said, we're gonna have more future stuff. I want to go to that event. I really want to go. When is it opening?
We're doing that around September, October. It'll be out here in Utah.
You know what?
It's a golfing event.
Oh, okay. I want to bring a lot of my influencer friends so we can push that, bro.
Man, we would appreciate that. You know what I mean? I introduce you to my manager.
Ooh,
his name is Ron Edwards.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all can look him up, find him. We're not hard to find, and
you got a good energy too.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm surrounded by positive people. I try to stay in the room with people that's smarter than me, so I can always keep my level of intelligence on the uprise. You know.
Let's go. And to you guys, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're right here with us right now. Layzie Bone.
In the building.
From the greatest rap hip-hop group of all time.
Best there is, best there was, best there ever will be.
Yes, sir. And your host, Maikon. I got one thing to say, Layzie. A lot of people, I tell everybody, right, and they don't listen. It's like I'm pushing it, and they're just, it's like it goes through one ear and it comes out of the other, right?
Right.
Guys, from the bottom of my heart, please stop cheating. There's a lot of cheating going on, bro.
Man, stop cheating, man. Tell them referees to stop cheating the Cavaliers out there, man. Yeah, and they know that your girl know what you did last summer. Okay? Stop cheating.
Stop. And later on in the back going crazy.
Cut it out.
Cut it out. Nah, bro. Thank you. Thank you so much, bro.
It's been a pleasure, bro.
Thank you, bro. Love you guys. Drink water and stay alive because, you know, times are hard. Love you. Peace out. Hell, yo, that was dope.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.